So welcome to the podcast, the only podcast that ever existed, in my mind. I have a mental illness where I block out anything that doesn't exist without me in it, so I don't watch TV unless I'm there, which is very infrequent. I don't watch many films either.
You just watched Bridget Jones's Diary 3.
Theoretically.
Over and over again. That's the only film you watched.
The version that has me in it, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the finished version ended up having me in it, but...
well, you saw it.
No, the version that I've got on Blu-ray.
Ah.
Well, I've inserted myself to make sure I'm definitely in it. It certainly has me in it. And there I am. I've got to choose between Patrick Dempsey and Colin Firth. It's amazing. Andrew Jones's baby. What could happen? It's amazing. I'm about to have my wedding day. All my friends are there. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I'm English. Oh, René Zellweger.
So what are we watching this week?
We're watching a film for the podcast, Are You Movie Mad? Which is
Yes.
a question I keep asking you, Johnny.
Yep.
And my name's Andrew.
And I keep having to answer you. I am.
Oh, well. I mean, we're just giving
except for last week, but I am.
I'm glad we've got this messy setup. It's good that by November, by episode in the double figures at this point, we've just given up on any sense of solid professional podcasting. We're just like, fuck it. Sure. You know us, right? You're probably definitely an avid listener. You're one of the three.
Yeah.
One's me, one's you, one's the other one. Thanks, Mum.
And somebody just keeps accidentally downloading it.
God damn it! I thought this was something about insanity.
Shit, wrong one, sorry.
I love the movie Made. I'm a big fan of John Favreau. That's why I'm listening to this. Ah!
So, to celebrate Black Friday,
My favourite of all the holidays involving African Americans.
we are watching the story
We're
of Al
doing-
Jolson.
He was famously the jizz singer. What
What are we watching this week?
We're watching one of two big mall movies that I've so coined for the term.
Yep.
One that actually has the term mall in the title. What could it be? The Last Great American Mall?
Are we ready? It
No.
is.
No, I'm not ready.
They've read it. They've read the episode title.
But I'm not ready. In my heart, I don't feel like I can take it. And I'm talking to you right now. I don't think I can take it. So be gentle. Slow, say it slow. Say it subtly. Give me all the syllables. Oh my god. Oh, that just came all over
at
me.
once.
That's too much to handle. I just got to wipe down my chest now. It's just all over.
Now, this looks so 90s.
Yeah, it's a bad DVD cover.
It really
It
is.
really is a fucked up DVD cover. Universal's re-release of Mallrats.
I mean, Kevin Smith's got a gun in it, I think. Is it a gun?
I'm not going to tell you what he's got.
Or is it
but he certainly does go around and
hairdryer?
kill everybody.
It looks like a hairdryer.
And then he made a film after that.
From the director of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
So you know they're getting into that 2001 money.
New edition featuring exclusive bonus material.
Oh, that bonus material. Probably a commentary starring, I don't know, some of the actors in it.
I don't know who the girl is here.
She's big on the cover. She's
Yeah.
she's even the only one on the sleeve as well, on the side.
Oh, really? Yeah.
There's our
So-
Sharon Doherty.
She's just a cameo then.
But who do you see hanging out on top of the A
Right.
in
It's
Mallrats?
the fella from My Name Is Earl.
What's his name?
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
What's his name?
Alvin. No, Chipmunks.
Earl. His
Oh.
name's Earl.
What is his name? Jason? I feel like it's a Jason.
Yes.
Jason
Mm-hmm.
Sudeikis. No.
Yep.
Um,
Jason Sudeikis. Hey everybody, I'm in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't care about my career.
Jason.
I'll give you a clue. He's a Scientologist. Does that help you in any way?
Cruz.
Jason Cruz, the famous Scientologist skater.
No. What is his son? I want to look at the back, but I'm scared of spoiling myself because I don't
look at the
know.
back and see if you would spoil yourself on a certain something. There, you can look at the back.
Okay. There are 3 people sat down on a bench.
One of them.
One of them is Jason again. Jason. Lee. Jason Lee.
Lee.
That just came into my head. I remembered that.
Lee.
There's a
Lee.
bunny. There's someone in a bunny.
Oh,
is it a bunny
Lee.
outfit or is it a big? No, it's someone in a bunny outfit. It could be a very big bunny.
Could be a
toy.
brat. It could be yeah.
And
Could
Jay
be
and
Kevin
Silent.
Spacey come back to life as a bunny.
That's what makes it so perfect.
High five. On air, high five, everybody.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob are
Striking back.
striking a bunny. It looks like Jay's punching him,
Why would he punch a bunny?
and Silent Bob's just holding him, like
cuddling.
holding him ready. Holding him
It's
ready
like,
for.
putting his arms around him, doing Ghost or Titanic.
So yeah, and then we've got Jason Lee is in another little box, and he's holding a paper bag with sweets in. With it being a mall,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess there's a cinema in there,
Okay.
sort of like the mall from Jackie Brown. Is it in the same mall? Could be. Is it all set in a mall, like the entire thing?
Yeah, it's like Ryan Reynolds in Buried.
Yeah.
They just
They
find
just
them
need to
locked
try
in
and
this
get
mall.
out.
And they've got to deal with the fact that they will never get out because they will never grow up.
And the mall's running fine, but they don't realise that on the roof there's people hiding out from zombies.
Yeah.
Outside, they don't realise they're just like shopping.
And they keep
shit.
walking past Tom Hanks and he just won't leave either because he's obsessed with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, I do love. That's like my favourite Spielberg film.
You're a sick fuck.
It is. It's the best.
The Adventures of Tintin, The Secrets of the Unicorn.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, that gets you better recital than Tintin.
Of course, Jurassic Park's a classic.
But Tintin, Edgar Wright, Joe Cornish.
Yeah, but still.
But still.
When's the second Tintin coming out?
Never.
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 Never ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Ridiculous.
Ever,
I
ever
heard
since.
Anthony Horowitz was working on it.
Well, Peter Jackson was meant to be bloody making it, and
Yeah.
that's all stopped.
That's a shame.
It's a shame. The first one was great.
Did it not make it? Did it? Was not.
It was
a
not
hit?
successful.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money spent on a film that no one really wanted.
But hey, Indiana Jones 5.
If you said Indiana Jones 1, I would be annoyed.
Well, no, that's I can't remember what it's called.
It's called plagiarising the Fox artwork.
What is it called?
Raiders of the Lost
Raiders
Ark.
of the
you
Lost
twat.
Ark. That was it.
How am I meant to do this podcast with someone who claims... you literally call yourself movie mad. I mean, I'm going to recite the entire point of the podcast. How are you calling yourself movie mad? You've just destroyed every bit of credibility I offered you.
I haven't seen Indiana Jones in years.
That's not an excuse. A basic knowledge is understood. You have to watch to know.
You've given me a couple of extra seconds.
No.
I would have been able to figure
No,
it
I
out.
gave you a minute. That's all I can give you. I can't last that long.
But Mallrats is an 18. This is
Except
interesting.
it's not anymore.
It's
Technically,
not
it's
anymore.
15. This was on the precipice of its re-rating down.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I haven't bothered to get a Blu-ray version of it because I want to.
Well, that gets me excited. If it's not Blu-ray worthy.
Well, I fell out of love with Kevin Smith a couple of years back after Cop Out and Red State. It was like,
Red State I liked.
Fuck Red State and fuck what he did with Red State to me.
See, Red State was my first 15 film that I saw underage in the
It was
cinema.
an 18.
Was it an 18?
It was an 18.
It was my first 18 film that I saw underage in the cinema.
Oh, how underage were you?
I think I must have been 15.
I like
Probably.
them tight.
15 or
Spotlight.
16. Yeah.
Do you have pictures from back in the day?
Do you want to see my
Oh.
best pass for London Film
I want to see
Festival?
something else from your London Film Festival. Oh, why? So, Red State.
Red State. No, Mallrats. But yeah, Red State.
No, let's talk Kevin Smith before we get into
Right,
it.
yeah. No, Red State was my first Kevin Smith film, I
I'm
believe.
so sorry.
and
That is horrible.
and that's what made me think, well, I've got to watch more of his stuff. So I watched Clerks. And Clerks was amazing.
Clerks
and
is
I
so
haven't
good.
watched it. Do you know what it was? Was Red State my first? I think it was. Definitely was.
Was it
And-
gentle?
Yeah.
Oh,
Always.
certainly wasn't.
He's so cuddly, Kevin Smith. But yeah, I was round a friend's house, and she had a friend. There was like lots of people there,
Oh, a party.
and sort of.
Oh, come on, that's
Not
that's
really.
literally the terminology of a party. Lots of people around.
There were a party of people, yeah.
Party of 5, Sharon Doherty,
And this guy, like,
Jeremy London.
she introduced me to him. She's like, "Oh, you two will get on along fine because you're both movie mad."
Fuck off. Underscore mad.
And he brought up Kevin Smith, and he
Kevin
introduced me.
Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin
yeah,
Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
And he introduced me to Clerks. And then I
Jimmy
was like,
Smith.
I really want to watch the rest of his stuff. So he said, we'll watch it together. And I haven't seen him since. That was years ago.
Well, now you've got a new friend who'll watch
It
him
was-
with you.
Yeah.
Because how many have you seen after Clerks? Besides,
None. Oh, wait, no, I've seen Chasing
You've seen
Amy,
Chasing
but
Amy,
I
right?
barely remember it. So I think
So
that's got
that's
to be a
still-
coming soon.
So the stay tunes are going to be Mallrats, Chasing Amy,
Clerks
Dogma,
2. Dogma.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
Jane Silent Bob, yeah.
Clerks 2,
Yep.
Zack and Mary Make a Porno.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's such a good film.
And Cop Out.
Jersey Girl.
Nope.
No, as in you have
Not seen it.
Okay, right, but that's a stay tuned as well then.
What was the other one? Wait, what was the one I said I saw? Chasing Amy, that was it.
Yeah.
I got
Do you
Chasing
want to
Amy.
watch? I can't do. Cop Out was on Sky a couple of weeks ago, and I just had it on again because I hadn't seen it since I saw it in the cinema. I watched it illegally first because it came out months beforehand in America. And it's like Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith. I can't wait to see what he did. And then I felt so guilty of having to watch it online. I did go and see it in the cinema, even though I absolutely hated it. And it's fucking atrocious.
What
It
about
is
Yoga
unacceptable.
Hoses? Is that we should watch Yoga Hoses as well.
After Red State, I'm done with Kevin Smith.
Really?
I will never watch
Did you
it.
not even see Tusk?
I didn't
Tusk
know.
was
I watched the
ridiculous
trailer
and
of
stupid.
Tusk. And I was like, no, you're so out of my area anymore. You do what you want to do because you've got fans who will just watch anything, but you don't try anymore. This is depressing.
That's good podcast though.
Smodcasts.
Smodcast.
We do podcasts. He does Smodcast. I don't know what that is.
That's the Smodcast theme.
Well, that can fuck off as well. Modern Kevin Smith is not. He was gonna be something else, and then he just succumbed to nothingness.
I do want to watch. I do want to get back into watching Flash now because he's directed a couple episodes. Savior of the Universe. And he's done.
He did Reaper. He did the pilot of Reaper, starring Tyler Levine
Oh wow!
and Ray Wise years ago. Love that show. It was great fun.
Has he done one episode or 2 episodes of Supergirl?
Oh, don't look at me like I know
Oh, sorry.
TV DC. I don't care for TV DC. As soon as Kevin Smith gets
TVDC
involved,
is amazing.
I stopped watching Flash by the time Kevin Smith was involved because
Yeah, no, same here. But
the
that
show
was
is not
because-
very interesting, and also I don't want to deal with Kevin Smith anymore.
But then I feel like I've dropped out too early because it seems they brought in time travel elements and stuff, and it was all fun. And Evil Dead pops in, I think. Groovy. But yeah, I do wanna I do like Kevin Smith, and I will watch anything he does. Really, I think
Anything he does in even his audience with Evening with.
yeah, his audience with I watched was pretty good.
Yeah, the first 4
Yeah.
hours are fine, but then when you realise the next 4 hours, and the next 4 hours, and the next 4 hours are the same stories again and again and again, it's told exactly the same way.
Yeah,
It gets infuriating.
yeah, he can ramble, but he does it as if he's written it.
Because he has.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, no, I love the man, but I don't love him as much as I loved Tarantino.
right,
before
well,
we
you haven't
broke
seen the best of Smith.
right,
That's
but
the
like
thing.
I mean I don't love him as in like with Tarantino I was so biased for years. I was like, no, everything he does is gold.
Sure.
But with Kevin Smith, it's like, no, I respect this guy and I'll watch anything he does. But this wasn't good, and that was, Tusk wasn't really great. And
Again, it starred Johnny Depp. Savage himself.
that's why I want to watch Yoga Hosers, because Johnny Depp's in it.
Yeah, Mr. Savage.
Yeah.
He beats his wife with
Lily
self-perfume. So what do we think Mallrats is going to be about and has?
Right.
Give me some pre-dick.
I
Thank you.
right. I think
Sorry, I just had pre-dick in my mouth.
I feel like the woman don't know who she is.
Shannon
She's
Doherty.
gonna who?
Shannon Doherty.
Shannon Doherty.
From, as it says on the back here, Heathers. TV's Charmed.
God, I remember Heather.
I don't know who she played in Heathers.
Heather. I feel like she's going to be a main character. The main character.
The main.
I think Jay and Silent Bob will have a sort of a glorified cameo
Okay.
because everyone just loved them in Clerks.
Sure.
But I feel like Jason Lee and whoever he is with.
Mr. London. I think it's Jeremy London, not Jason.
Right.
Which one of the London? It's 2 London twins. Jeremy London. There we go. Thank you.
I feel like they're going to be bigger characters than Jay and Silent Bob. Jay and Silent Bob are just there to, for the fans.
Right.
And I'm expecting a great script, some great dialogue.
Great. Anything else? Anyone else you expect to pop up who you might know?
Stan Lee. I have a feeling. I recall because I know he's worked with Stan Lee.
Right.
And
This was 95.
Yeah, I feel like it was this, and plus Stan Lee could be found in a mall in a comic book. Is there I bet there's a comic book store in Mallrats in the mall, and I think it's going to be set entirely in the mall.
Any other people you think might pop up who you know have worked with Kevin Smith at any point?
Ralph Garman. No, this is too early, isn't it? How long did they know each other?
Who's Ralph Garman?
He's the co-host of another podcast that they do.
Okay, that's
because he's in Yoga Hosers.
Oh, well, if he's in Yoga Hosers, he must be famous.
And he's been in. He was in Tusk, I believe.
Oh, well, if he's in Tusk, of course.
But I don't know how
all
far
the
their
actors in
friendship.
Tusk are, you know.
I don't know how far their friendship goes back.
Because Michael Parks was in all the films before Red State.
That's true, but yeah.
And Justin Long was in every film Kevin Smith did before Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
No, this is too young for Justin Long. He was too young for this, right? Yeah.
The children are in malls.
Yeah, but like he was an actor, you know. No one knew him.
Yeah, no one knew him. No one watched Ed. The TV show starring Tom Cavanagh from Flash as the lead. Great show. He owned a bowling alley. Justin Long was his young best friend.
All right.
Fucking great show. Channel 4 used to air it during my lunchtimes outside of school. Like me and my friend would go back to his place, chip shop, watch Ed on Channel 4 and then go back in school.
Wait, when did Justin Long start then?
I think he's in his mid-30s now, so he started living in the 80s.
No, I mean, like, when did he start working as
Probably
an actor?
in the 80s, as a baby. He was a very talented baby. Have you seen his work?
No.
Oh, he danced around at Ally McBeal. Amazing. That makes no sense. Good reference, Andrew.
But yeah, I'm expecting something fun, and will Black Friday be involved?
Does it look like Kevin Smith ever works with black people? Or works on a Friday?
That's true.
Thank you very much.
Friday's new movie day. He wouldn't be.
Of course, Friday is, you know, Chris Tucker and Ice Cube.
Is that coming soon?
I don't know. Have you not seen it?
No.
I've not seen it either.
All right.
I've only seen bits of it from Straight Outta Compton. So you expect nothing else? What? No plot?
I don't know what plot to expect.
I mean, look at the cover. Doesn't it tell you the plot?
No, it doesn't.
Look, there's a green title treatment. There's like a kazow.
Yeah.
And a weird circle of blue.
I'm expecting either action or
sex.
like, or just a sort of comedic version of action, like not actual action. Because it looks like a gun.
Kevin
but
Smith holding a gun.
I think it's a hairdryer.
Why would he need to blow someone's hair?
I think it's going to be like a little gag.
A little gag makes a big front page.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little thing can go a long way. Good things.
Because they need these two on the cover.
The famous selling point of Jay and Silent Bob. Everyone and their mother was rushing out for a new Jay and Silent Bob every week.
They're like cultural icons. Alright, maybe that's going a bit too far. But like, you know what I mean? They're synonymous with Kevin Smith.
They're synonymous with Kevin Smith because he won't stop doing them.
Yeah. So they need to shove it down our throats.
Will you shove it down my throat?
After the film.
Oh, not even during. Don't even get a mid-film snack. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Johnny, will you take a trip to the mall with me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
Let's go.
I've never met a person who lives in as much fear of his mother as you do.
You know what I should tell my mother what we do in here at night?
What, that you play video games and I fall asleep unfulfilled?
Oh, she calls you callow in here. You say that like it's bad. Well, it means frightened and weak-willed. That was the only part of the letter I thought was complimentary.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is Brody's private hell.
Where the hell did that come from? What's going on here?
And these
Brody man, noochie noochies.
are his friends.
You know about this game show thing they got going on here? Well, we need you guys to somehow ensure that it doesn't happen.
Mallrats.
You said it was a good size.
When a girl says it's a good size, It's a nice way of saying that it's small.
What else did you expect from the director of Clerks?
Now, Mallrats is... I'm going to give some backstory on my history of Mallrats for this. When Blockbuster came to town, not even came to town, I think it was there for a while, but when I first went into Blockbuster, it was one of the first videos I ever saw on the shelf.
Right.
Because unlike this copy, the here, it was a yellow back with a red tinted thing, which is the Blu-ray as well.
Yeah.
They did that again for that. And the old red 18 rated BBFC thing. But I saw it and it had, Jay and Silent Bob on the cover. They're doing goofy stuff. And I thought, that looks great. That looks like really kind of crazy comic booky. What can it be? My mother, in her kindness, let me rent it.
Oh, how old were you?
8.
8.
I was
Wow.
8 when I first watched Mallrats.
Wow.
And for the next 3 years, it became, because it was on the £2.50 shelf and you could get it for 5 nights, it would be a frequent rental. I'd rent it frequently and just watch it again and again. Because it's perfect for children. That's as silly as it makes sound.
Yeah,
it's so full of weirdness and quirkiness and silliness that despite all the sexual antics and the swearing, it's just a good goofy time for a child to watch.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me. It's like, this is this film. So every time I would see, years later, Jay and Silent Bob made Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 3 years after that.
Yeah.
And there are adverts on TV and they would talk about it. I thought, I know those guys. What are Oh, that thing! Crazy! And it just felt like, oh my god, I didn't realise this film was such a big thing.
Yeah.
It really wasn't, but in my mind it was like, oh shit, there's another movie of them. They must be the most important thing in Hollywood. And so in my mind, Mallrats was suddenly this huge thing, and Jay and Silent Bob were this most important thing in the world. And that's how I started with Kevin Smith.
Right.
And this is how you've started with Mallrats.
Yeah.
At the ripe old age of 20... of 8. You were 8 years old, and I've been spotlighting you for a long time.
If I was 8, I would have liked this more.
It is, watching it when I'm 26, not as memorable and fun as when I was 8.
There's a good kids movie hidden in an adult movie. I think you're right there.
Yeah. It's very fun.
Snoochie Boochie, my god.
That's kind of the reason why Jay is clearly, heavily for children.
Yeah.
Jason Mewes' antics are very childlike.
Yeah.
So they speak to the innocence and the naivety and the goofiness.
Why? What's Snoochie Boochie?
Snooch to the nooch.
Snooch to the nooch.
It's just gibberish that he would say. It sounds kind of strange and weird.
Right.
It's a Jason Mewes thing.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Snoogans.
After Clerks, I was expecting something better.
This is his studio movie.
Right.
This is straight from Clerks. He got picked up by Gramercy.
Right.
And they gave him $6 million to make a movie for the counterculture generation, which it is. It actively goes against the culture. That's the whole point of the last act is, look, we're counterculture so much, we're literally showing you how we're countering the culture.
Yeah.
And no one went to see it. Huge flop.
Yep. I'm not
Just smash the microphone.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Touch yourself if you have to. I'll help you
I had
too.
an itch.
Oh, I can scratch it. It's in a very uncomfortable place.
It's all good now. Michael Rooker's in this.
Michael Rooker.
That was a surprise.
He is Henry. The man who made a Magic Eye portrait of a serial killer. I keep staring at that film and I can't quite see what everyone else sees in it.
I've not seen it.
Sailboat.
Mm.
The sailboat, that's all the film is. I was making a fun joke.
Sailboat was good.
The running Ethan Suplee joke, that poor man.
But yeah, I was trying to figure out how old he is there.
Which one?
Michael Rooker.
Yeah. Watching it now, because back then, I was always like, oh, he's like, yeah, this 45-year-old guy, because he's bald.
Yeah.
So immediately he feels old. But you look at it, and you look at him now, and you see the wrinkles in his face, but you look at him there, he seems so bloody fresh-faced.
Yeah.
It's like he's completely hairless because he's just come out of the Matrix.
Maybe that is what's happened.
That's why he's so weird in Mallrats the entire way through, is because he's trying to work out how much of it is a computer simulation of a movie set and how much is genuine.
So it's got some funny lines in there, like that, especially at the beginning when she's saying about the girl who died after doing 700 laps trying to get thin because she was going to be on TV and that was going to add 10 pounds.
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then intercut with Michael Rooker just air punching.
He's in a good mood. You know?
That was so random. And then...
It's very 90s.
Yes. So very 90s. It was... And my God, Stan Lee.
With that wig on.
Was it a wig?
Oh, come on. Do you not see how his regular hair and then that perfectly black slicked back thing?
Why is he wearing a wig?
So no one notices that he's gone bald. Because at that point he couldn't go for it, so he had to go for the 70s porn.
It's so strange, because you're like, that doesn't look like Stan Lee.
No.
Especially
we know
with the
how
beard.
he looks like. Exactly, yeah.
You know?
He's gone for... It's like you're watching Boogie Nights and he would appear in the background, but yeah, that's what you'd expect from this world.
Boogie Nights is coming soon.
I know Boogie Nights, but you know it's 70s era porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
He looks like Burt Reynolds, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't like the beard on him. It was too much facial hair, you know?
By the beard, you mean his wife, because he's secretly gay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gay for you.
But no, there's some good sort of geeky moments in there as well.
Well, it's full on nerdy, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's full on nerdy. It was certainly much more niche nerdy back in the day. Now, of course. Yeah. Unfortunately, when, they're explaining what Wolverine's berserker mode is and his adamantium claws, it just feels like, yeah, Captain Obvious. He's not a real superhero, guys.
Exactly, yeah.
And, they've just watched Empire and Jedi. Oh, you understand what that means? Because, no one's ever heard of Star Wars before. Nowadays, of course, no one knows what Star Wars is.
Star Wars? You mean Trek?
It's this friend... No. Star Wars. Donald Gleason is a man who is out to hunt a bunch of weird religious people, and his best friend, the guy from Girls, he's there too. And they just go about warsing through the star.
Alright.
Yeah. They go star crazy. R.I.P.
That's ages ago.
No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Richard Pryor, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Because it's been ages, so he's now resting. He's now finished off the drugs that were left in his body. Is that too soon?
No.
No, exactly. Because they're gone. They've been flushed out of his system. Wow. Should have warned him. I told you, Jack Nicholson said.
I can't believe I didn't guess that Ben Affleck was going to be it. I
pushed that so hard.
When he turned
it's
up,
so
he was like,
oh,
of course he's in it.
Yeah.
Because it's Ben Affleck and it's Kevin Smith. And I'd completely forgotten that.
At this point, this is the turning point where they became friends.
Yeah. But
he's on the commentary. He's good fun on the commentary.
Is he...
Batman.
Is this the only film that he's in? Of Kevin Smith?
No.
So he goes to prison.
Oh, the character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the character. Sorry.
Ah, right. Okay. Because it's all part of the View Askew.
The View Askew universe.
Askew universe. Yeah. So
which is very well, as later on you see Dante's cousin Gil is one of the guys on stage, which was weird because when Jeremy London and Jason Lee go to the flea market, Jeremy London picks up a cap saying Clerks on it.
Yeah, that was a bit.
And then he looked at it and he was like, "Ooh, no, disgusting."
Yeah.
Like, wait a second, how does that? No, it's not just on the nose. How does that work?
Yeah.
In the sense of the universe, because in Clerks they even mention about this girl's death.
Yeah.
That's in there already.
Oh, really?
Yes.
God, I haven't seen Clerks in years.
No, because I remember watching all the again at one point. I think they're talking about this girl who died. Wait a second. Yeah.
What, the girl who died 700 laps?
Yeah. That's the girl that Dante wants to go to the funeral of.
Oh.
In that film.
I'll have to rewatch that now.
Yep.
So Ben Affleck is in more Kevin Smith films, but
Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2.
And they're all part of the Askew universe.
Yeah.
But he plays different characters.
Jason Lee pops back up again as various characters.
What? Oh, that's annoying. That's
Banksy
not gonna...
and Brody are too.
That's
Banksy.
That's not gonna sit well with me.
Kevin Smith plays various characters.
No, he doesn't.
Silent Dave. Silent Steve. Silent Steve Dave. No one can tell him.
And was that the orangutan from...
Every Which Way But
Yeah.
The only orangutan known to man.
The only Hollywood orangutan.
No, it's the orangutan from the Jungle Book. It was very young at that point. Didn't know how to speak. Didn't know how to speak. Suzanne had to wait years before she could go, and I'm the king of the swingers. That's what makes it perfect. That's my Christopher Walken. It's getting worse every time I do it. That's a mix of John C. Reilly and Werner Herzog.
What would you know what I'm gonna ask?
No, he's not gonna.
What would Jim Broadbent be like in Mallrats?
Oh boy. Fuck you, fuck everybody. I say the swear words all the time. Oh, what a shame. I'm going to dangle around and do some Jedi mind tricks. Hello.
I honestly...
Zing, zing, snickety boop, snoochy boochies.
Oh my
Oh, snooch to the nooch. Very well.
I was honestly worried that they were going to bring in Jedi mind tricks into this.
No, they used the Vulcan nerve grip instead.
Yeah, that was a bit... But that was
comic.
Fine.
That was,
yeah.
that was the childish element of it.
But he just kept trying to do the Jedi mind trick, and with the videotape, it looked like it was going to happen, and I was like, it was just going to be like a random, nod, and oh look, he does have this power, and never mentioned again ever in any
Except
other
the film
movie.
is smart enough to play further into the real world. That's it's legitimately good in that sense. It sets that up way beforehand.
Yeah.
All the pieces are there. They wait for the mouse to get around the board, and suddenly the ball starts rolling down the hill. The diver jumps off, the net falls down, and the tape gets played, and a man is having sex with a young girl in a very uncomfortable position.
Yeah. Back of Volkswagen. I did like that gag, actually. The more they did it.
Repetition stuff can be really good. There's a great one in the animated Clerk series.
All right.
It's 6 episodes long, but in one of the episodes, they keep riffing on. There's an outbreak based on the film Outbreak happening, and every time someone mentions it, it's because of Randall, of the two, has made mention of their monkey might be viral and sick, and he goes, "No, it's just the overexposing imagination of a idiot who has too much time in his hands and too many and wants to talk too long." And everyone just keeps, every time they say that, the immediate response is Quentin Tarantino.
Oh.
Every time.
Oh.
So I know you'll like that,
Ouch.
but it's just this repetition that Quentin Tarantino is just this guy who just keeps speaking and is has way too much time and way too much imagination. Just a nice riff, and it's very funny. Repetition can be good comedy. Is all I'm saying. It's repetition. Comedy equals good. Under can be. Variables, everybody. Let's get some variables. Let's get some V in this. Do you want some V?
So, I'm trying
to piece this together.
Yeah.
So we open up a narration of Jason Lee talking about his cousin Walt, who kept trying to get cats up his arse. Kept going to the pet store, putting cats up his arse. He goes, "Why'd you keep doing that?" "Oh, because I'm trying to get the gerbil out there." And that's how we open up. Cut to credits. Malls, rats and malls. You seem really dejected.
Didn't sit well with me. It's
the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was. There were good moments, but
do you feel like it's stuck in its own time?
Yeah.
No, it can't work now.
Yeah.
But can you not look at it as an artifact of a generation?
I guess.
And you can't enjoy it for that?
Not really.
Do you have nostalgia for the 90s?
Yeah.
What do you remember of the 90s? Let's start with that. You're too young for this stuff.
Tamagotchis and...
Fuck off.
What?
Tamagotchi died. I was saying last week, but no, that's now we're recording it. It'll be like 2 months ago.
Wait, did you actually have a Tamagotchi?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Can you show me your Tamagotchi?
Yeah, he's buried outside. Had a proper thing, Viking and everything. It's awful. You no idea how long it takes for plastic to melt and the smell it makes. But those electronic parts just went straight up in flames. Worryingly so. They kind of burst on their own. I didn't even set fire to them at that point. It was health and safety really is a problem.
I want to know how a girl can write a book on orgasms.
Well, I want to know how a man can write a film in which a woman refers to having orgasms whilst her lover has wargasms. Oliver Stone. Let's get that out of the way first, savages.
Savages.
Taylor Kitsch, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I want to say Blake Lively. She has sex
And
with
a
both
shark.
of them, and Taylor Kitsch is like as a soldier who's come back home, and she's saying, while I was having orgasms, he was having wargasms.
Oh my god.
Genuine line from the film. Most of it's narration. Last 20 minutes of that film, it does a whole shootout finale with Benicio del Toro and all these people, and then it rewinds and says, but here's how it really went, and does it all over again.
Oh, like Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2.
No, didn't see that.
You're lucky. That was the...
But I sat through 2.5 hours of savages. Fucking savages.
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Hashtag Snowden.
I saw with the guy who I met who is a Kevin Smith fan. That's how...
Me?
No, the guy I was supposed to watch all these Kevin Smith movies with before.
You're watching Kevin Smith movies
And then I
with
never
me,
saw
Johnny.
him again.
You're watching
Yeah.
Kevin Smith movies with me.
I'm not very excited about... I'm not very excited about watching more. I mean, I'm gonna, but...
I think, this is looked down upon.
Yeah.
Comparatively. The others are much more focused and have more things to do, more things to say. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back you might struggle with as well, but it's a lot more Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same vein in terms of the goofiness and the silliness.
Right.
Whereas Dogma, I think you'll love. Dogma is wonderful.
Okay.
Clerks 2.
I'm hoping...
That's kind of Kevin Smith's greatest work. Zack and
really?
Miri, I think you'll really enjoy. Rewatching Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy, right, okay, I can't really remember much from it, but I damn sure I'm sure I know that there isn't an orangutan in it, so what the hell?
No, that comes into...
Wait,
effect.
hold on, what? They set it up
Yep.
at the end of Mallrats,
Yep.
and then they don't bring it in until, I'm guessing, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
You have to...
Was it always in the plans?
I have no clue really what the plan was. I think
That's
I was
crazy.
just doing a joke.
Oh, man.
And then they decided, we can actually make that movie. And they do.
So
And
what,
it's
does
fun.
the plot revolve around... Wait, does Jay and Silent Bob... Is that set back in Mallrats?
No.
era? Oh,
No, because by that point, that's when you see all the characters coming back
right.
from all the other films. That's when you get all the setup paying off. And so they've all been through their adventures. Now we see them in 2000, 2001.
Okay.
So I hope you enjoy getting confused between which Jason Lee character and which Ben Affleck character on the screen at any point.
Oh no, don't do that, please. No, really? Seriously?
No, not like split screening them,
Yeah.
but just different characters, same actors.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
Aha!
Um.
How do you think Kevin Smith feels? He has to play the clumps.
Yes.
Edits.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was fine.
This is...
I feel bad because you were raised on this film.
No, it's fine. I mean, I've had people tell me my film taste is terrible before. Everyone tells me I'm stupid for thinking Southland Tales is Richard Kelly's second best film.
What's that?
Southland Tales. Richard Kelly's theoretical masterpiece. Not perfect like Donnie Darko, but amazing and expensive.
Is that coming soon?
If you haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it.
then yes.
What's the answer to have you seen this? Whenever it comes to me.
Sometimes it's yes.
Sometimes.
Like,
Rare occasions.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I haven't seen The Big Lebowski for ages. I bet Johnny's never seen it. Turns out you bloody well have.
Yep. Sorry.
Really annoying. Haven't watched it for ages. I want to watch it again.
I just can't win with you, can I?
No, you can't.
If I haven't watched a film, it pisses you off, and if I have, it pisses you
Then
off.
you haven't seen Miller's Crossing, so when John Polito died a couple of months ago, it was like you didn't even notice, you didn't care.
Nope.
Useless. That's we're having to have a Coen Brothers Stay Tuned marathon.
Useless. Inutile. I was proud of that one.
Don't be proud of anything you do, say, or hear, or think, or feel.
Don't try and hit me with a Harry Potter book.
I don't want to have to do anything with a Harry
That
Potter
would
book.
knock me out.
Good. It's not a book, it's a script.
Yeah.
It's just got a hard cover like you. You're a super secret sexy spy. And I've got a hard cover to show you. There's your pitch. There's your porn comedy. Porn. James Porn. It's a really terrible name.
I liked the you mentioned it briefly, but the Buttman, Was it? That was
Batman.
especially today. It's like
Today, when you watch Batman beat up Syndrome,
yeah.
and I was watching it going, oh yeah, it's kind of strange. It used to be Daredevil beating up Syndrome, but now it's Batman beating him up. It feels a bit more correct. Because Syndrome needs to get taken down a peg or two. He's a real dick.
We also need to talk about the third nipple. What does it taste like?
Do you want to have it? Come on. Come to Daddy. I always
Why did she pop it in her mouth?
I imagined it was some sort of gummy thing.
Yeah.
That's how I could cope with the disgustingness of it all.
See, at first I thought
Like
she was just going to lick it like a suction cup or something.
Yeah.
And then she just puts it right in her mouth.
Yeah, swallows it.
Yeah.
Yep. Has another third nipple on the go somewhere. I just imagine it's like one of those fried eggs. So it's got that kind of gummy thing, but it's not, gelatin like that. It's just normal looking.
Do you think that when you went to LA, did you see any there?
Fried eggs?
No, gummy nipples.
There's any gummy nipples. A lot of nipples. A lot of fried eggs.
Not fried eggs.
Combined.
Hmm.
Yeah, nipple eggs. Pour a fried egg onto a nipple. Tastes really nice.
I'll take your word for that.
Oh, do you want to try it? I mean, I've got a couple of eggs right now. I'm waiting for you to crack them. Crack my eggs, Johnny. Crack them. Pour the whites all over me. Pour them on my nipple. You started this conversation. You can't back your way out of it now.
No, Kevin
Don't be a
Smith
Trump.
started this conversation.
About 2 decades ago.
It's all Kevin Smith's fault.
It is two decades ago. Jeez.
When was it? So 96?
95, 96.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's scary. We are a long way from this stuff. And it still feels so ingrained in me that it's recent enough to be relevant. I'm so old. Johnny, help me. I'm old.
Oh, I did like that Michael Rooker had a water bottle in his top pocket.
That's very clever.
That's so-
Very useful.
No one uses the top pocket
No,
for that.
that's what Michael
Really
Rubio
should.
could have done years ago.
Yeah.
So leaning awkwardly across. Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel while we're here?
Oh, man.
That sequence is grotesque
Yeah.
and very vividly in my memory.
I just noticed that he shook Stan Lee's hand with that same hand. And I thought they were gonna make
Riff on
a
that.
yeah. And I was like, every time Stanley appeared after that, I was waiting for him to like bring his hand to his face and be like, oh, what's that?
You see, that's my problem as someone who's grown up in this film. I don't notice that kind of thing
Uh-huh.
because I know how things play out, so I don't notice all those little bits that
Yeah.
you might think, oh, that could be a storyline because I know it's not.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Let's get to your predictions.
Okay.
So, Shannon Doherty, you thought was the protagonist of the film.
Yeah.
She was very much not, because of course no films can have a female lead.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
That's true.
Jay and Silent Bob were going to have a glorified cameo. Glorified.
I guess.
No.
In a way.
No.
In
No.
a way,
No. They are supporting. If they were
Supporting cameos.
LaFours and his
Right.
silent, contractually no talking because it costs less to have kind of thing, then yeah, that'd be a glorified cameo. But they talk. They are key parts of the entire production.
Fair enough.
More in it than Ethan Suplee.
Okay.
You
fair
know,
enough.
more in it than Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck's a movie
Wow.
star.
Yeah.
Jason Lee, you thought it was going to be bigger than Jay and Silent Bob. You're right.
Yep.
There you go. You predicted great dialogue.
For the most part.
Some good stuff
Yeah.
in there. You predicted fun.
Yeah.
And you predicted Stan Lee.
Yep.
So, not bad. Your test scores are pretty good.
But I predicted
Oh, for fuck's sake. don't worry.
hairdryer,
You did predict a hairdryer.
but it was a grappling hook.
It was a grappling hookey. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It could be anything. You just didn't think they'd bring a gun into the shopping centre.
Yeah.
You thought that was too soon for that kind of situation. That's more of a post-elephant thing.
When was that? Wait, hold on. I was thinking of Bowling for Columbine. That's a school. Has there been a?
Bowling for Columbine.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Is a documentary about a situation that happened.
Yeah.
Not an elephant is what I'm referring to. Is Gus Van Sant's fictionalised story about a Columbine style shooting.
Oh.
Not seen it.
Nope. Coming soon.
That's definitely coming. That is a fucking brilliant film. That's a coming soon.
Okay.
That's magnificent. That's tough to watch, but also amazing. It'll give you some good ideas. Next time we go to a school. It's like, oh.
Jesus Christ.
Am I not a good human being? Is that what you're telling me? Someone's buzzing, and it's not me this time.
Was it me? No, it couldn't have been me because nothing popped up on my...
It wasn't me because nothing is. I've got mine on airplane mode because I'm sensible enough.
I usually have mine on airplane
No,
mode.
it's fine. You got your Hey You Guys email to tell you all the contests that you could possibly be part of.
Yep, I need to unsubscribe to that.
Yeah, it's kind of useless. No offense to the guys. Hey You Guys, they're friends, but their email blasts are very fucking annoying.
The news ones are pretty good.
I don't read any of them because I just get annoyed.
Yeah.
They're too clickbaity. There's a real
Not
problem with that.
as clickbaity as other sites.
No, but too clickbaity for how they used to be.
Yeah.
You changed, John and Dave.
They were in Toronto.
They are.
They were in Toronto
Yeah.
a few months ago.
For fuck's sake, yeah, now we're ruining ourselves. It's November.
It's November.
It's Mall month.
Can you believe what happened with
Last
the
night?
election? Last
Or
night.
no, tonight.
Tonight. What's happening tonight? Can you believe it?
Jeez.
It's crazy.
I'm disgusted,
Yep.
quite frankly. I mean, why would Jimmy Fallon end up committing suicide live on air?
That's what Donald Trump does to you.
But why was Hillary there laughing the entire way? Just pointing at him and going, that's amazing, tell me more, she kept saying. Tell me about your new album. It's like she was almost mocking him, but I'm not sure she understands what mocking is. But what was really weird was just digging up John Belushi's grave and just having his skull out there and doing some of Hamlet. What was Seth Meyers thinking? I know no one's going to watch his show, but that seems really inappropriate this week.
Well, he has to bring in the viewers.
Okay, then what the fuck was going on with Colbert's show? If Myers didn't even care about the viewers, Colbert, what he did was just...
to just jump in on the president race so quickly. Like, I mean...
But not even for him
And
to
now
jump in,
he's-
but for his testicles to be the ones that are running.
And now they're polling, like, really hard.
Yeah.
Really high.
He keeps talking about how hard his poll is.
And, like, he didn't even have
It's
to
like, that's
do
not
anything. You know?
That's what the ladies say. But yeah, Colbert balls. They're going to be president and vice.
I'm still holding out for...
A hero.
Palmer. A hero named Palmer.
At the end of the night.
David Palmer.
What's he got to be?
I don't know.
Strong. Fast. And
It's got to be there for the night.
fresh for the fight.
Fresh for
the
the
fight, guys.
Close enough. That's close enough.
Yes, he's going to be... What
There
did you say?
There for the night.
There for the night.
Well, if he's not there for the night, you know, if he's fucked off somewhere.
No, but he's a hero in the morning light.
Yeah.
Not there for the night. It doesn't
Well,
matter
if
if
he's
there for
not
the
there
night.
for the night, he might miss the morning light.
He'll be
Get
there
there
for the morning.
early.
He'll be there for the morning light after he's had a fight.
Better,
He's fast.
Better early than late.
Yeah, he's fast. That's why. He's always early. Some call it premature. Some call it not a problem. Quite frankly, stop hounding me. Okay, it's fine. It's normal. I've got a problem. And that problem is asking you this question, Johnny. Mallrats, are you mad that you watched this movie?
No.
Are you movie mad?
No.
We've got a hung jury again. You're movie mediocre.
Yeah.
We're sitting pretty on this throne again.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like you've just been blasted by Ben Affleck?
Oh, speaking of
Oh,
blast.
what? Sorry, let's go back.
What was with Silent Bob's vibrating finger? That was, and then the blow up doll.
That's a Felix the Cat joke. There's always something, you know, he's got a small bag and everything comes out. There's a ladder that will come out and keep coming out. It's just the same
Yeah.
thing. There's a sex doll, boom, and it inflates as it goes out. Perfect. It's a great joke. It's a visual
Fair
gag. And you can't say much about Kevin Smith and visuals. So, when you can find something good, be positive. Be positive. Bzzz. We're coming up to 9 years since B-Movie.
I've
It's
not
November.
seen it. Is that coming soon?
Next year, on the 10th anniversary, of B-Movie and American Gangster trying to get number one.
Do you know
B-Movie
what?
first week, American Gangster the next? No, the other way around.
Have I mentioned this? What is having its 10th anniversary this year?
Is it B-Movie? Because it's not. I keep
had it
telling
in
you.
February. At least over in the UK. Over here.
Something great. Well, it can't be Slither, because Slither came out in April.
Like, something great, something amazing.
Well, like I said, Slither came out in April, but it's its 10th anniversary. We should celebrate. Nothing important. No, what am I thinking?
Walk the line.
Brokeback Mountain.
Walk the line.
Brokeback Mountain, January.
Walk the line.
Celebrated its 10th anniversary.
10th anniversary.
Of its UK release. Saw it twice in the cinema.
I've still not seen it.
Saw it twice in the cinema. Wonderful film. Do 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 do. Bow 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 bow. Ba da bow bow bow.
None of this makes sense to
It's
me.
the guitar. It's the music from the film. Makes you think about Jack and Enos.
Jack and who?
Jack and Enos.
Who's Enos?
Heath Ledger.
Oh.
He plays Enos.
And who's jacking him?
Jake Gyllenhaal was Jack.
And he's jacking.
Yeah, he's jacking Heath Ledger's Enos.
Right.
Yeah. And guess what their accents make it sound like? Make it sound like it's very unsubtle throughout. It's kind of awkward. It's like, you've just named him that because you know in that
Does
accent.
it make it sound like the back of a Volkswagen?
It makes it sound like a very uncomfortable place. You don't like this film.
I am sorry.
You're not getting into the Viewer's universe.
Not really. But I
Things
am
will
still
change.
excited for Clerks 2.
I'm excited to watch Clerks 2 with you, which has just had its 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Alongside Children of Men, which came out the same day over here.
I've not seen that
I
one.
know you haven't. That's also on the list. And in a couple of weeks, Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny and Casino Royale will both be having their...
God, Casino
and
Royale's
Pan's
good.
Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth I've seen
2006 was a fucking stellar year for cinema.
Kicked
Slither.
off really well as well.
Brokeback Mountain, as we just discussed.
Kicked
yeah.
off with
Wonderful.
Walk the Line, and it was just
And then,
downhill
you
from
know,
there.
The Queen. That was out around that time.
Yeah.
Was that The Devil Wears Prada? Was that year or the year before?
I feel like it's the year
The
before.
year before, but I think it came out on DVD during that
Yeah.
year, so I got to see it then. Wouldn't go to the cinema to see it. It's got, fashion in it. I don't want to see Stanley Tucci girding his loins. I don't want to see what Adrian Grenier's up to when he's not, entouraging.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's Anne Hathaway's boyfriend.
I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
Jesus Christ, you're a significantly awful human being if you've never seen The Devil Wears Prada the entire way through. It's a masterfully done film. It's wonderful. It's fucking brilliant. It's really one of Naughty's greatest films. Straight up.
So it goes
Almost as
Walk
good as The Nanny
and
Diaries.
Then the Nanny what?
The Nanny Diaries. Scarlett Johansson just gets out of college, needs some money. So Paul Giamatti and Laura Linney hire her as their nanny, and she falls in love with their next door neighbour, Chris Evans.
Mm. I'll keep an eye out for that
Yeah,
one.
cinematic universe there going on. Rhino, Human Torch, filmed
And Captain America, 2 in 1.
I don't know who that is. Human Torch, and the woman from Lost in Translation. Great.
So next week,
We are continuing our more movies.
somehow, I don't get this at all.
You
This
will.
is
When you watch it, you'll be like...
so
When you
confusing.
see the sequence, you'll be like, oh, I can see why this sticks in your head as a mall movie. It's not
Right.
all set in the mall. It's not like Mallrats.
Right. Well, Mallrats technically wasn't all set.
No,
in
not
one.
all set,
Yeah.
but 95% of that film is.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, there's probably like 5-10 minutes in it, but it's so fucking good.
Okay. Is that all we're... Because I have no idea how else to hint at it.
Well, just think... I think I'll crack open a beer for that film.
Okay.
That gives you a sense of... It's a mall film where you want to have a beer.
Right.
Maybe you feel kind of masculine during it. I don't know. That wasn't Rocky. Don't worry, he's not back.
So
But
yeah.
then, leading up to something special for the end of the month. A real Thanksgiving. Something in my throat, sorry. I'll talk about it next week.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to talk to you about first is where we can find you online to tell you how annoying we think you are.
Well, to tell me how
Just
annoying
fuck
I
walk the
am,
line.
some people just won't ever understand.
It's terrible.
If you have any complaints, it's at Ethan Runt. If you have any compliments, it's at movie_mad.
And if you just want to suck our dicks, it's @movie_mad
Yep.
on Twitter.
And
No
Are
one
You
will use that
Movie
thing anyway, so it's
_mad?
fine.
on Instagram,
Sure,
and areyomoviemad@hotmail.com
that's the
to
thing.
email.
What about
What about you?
Podcast Network?
Podcast Network? Yes, we have one.
We are part of one.
Podnose.
The
Got it this
UK's
time.
largest independent podcast network. Podnose.com.
Yep.
You don't want to...
I don't know what to say.
You just...
Um,
You know what? Yep is not as good as... Yes!
yeah.
Yes, and...
Yeah, no.
The rules of improv, sir.
I do love,
Don't think twice.
yeah.
No, don't second guess yourself. Come on. Because...
Because we wouldn't have this show without Podnose.
We would have a show without Podnose.
Well, see, now
But it would-
I'm trying.
It
And
would be
you're
lost in the ether. We would have nowhere to go. We'd
Right.
just be floating out there, like we're Ash, just going, well, where am I ever going to land? Never knowing.
trying to
where
find a
land.
Pokemon.
Yes. He wants to be the very best that no Deadite ever was. To hunt Deadites is his real test. To kill them is his cause. Evil dead, gotta kill them, what's you and me? Here's my boomstick and chainsaw. Doesn't rhyme, oh, who gives a fuck? I'm gonna kill you, sucker.
Where can we find you?
You've already told him.
online?
You've told him. Ethan Runt, Twitter. That's all you need to know. I've got an itch in my shoulder. I keep doing this now. I've got a real edgy feeling. I can't keep doing that. It's actually going to hurt. I have to start this one now. Got to ease up between them, right? Move my shoulders, move my hands. Oh, maybe my wrists need some action. Got anything to use with them? Some juggling?
Oh, we should turn the podcast
Oh
off.
my
for this.
goodness. Every week we get really, really aroused when we do this. It's quite fascinating. You should just give up on the podcast side of things and just go for it. Or just record it and then play it during a dating game. Yeah, that seems
That could
fine.
work.
Yeah, I think we've significantly rounded up what Mallrats is without talking about Mallrats. Well done.
Pretty much.
Yay! Next week, I think we're going to do it pantsless.
I was thinking of that.
You were thinking of it because you knew all you could think about was no underwear.
Yep.
Which you've got on right now. So perfect. You're ready. Got to wait a week, so that's going to be really awkward. Please change your clothes. And you at home too.
They don't need to. They don't need to change their clothes.
You stink.
Wow.
I hate you all.
Wow.
I'm going to go out as the bad guy.
We're going to lose our one listener.
Well, no,
I might even stop listening as well.
Look, I hate the people at home where you love them. That's the thing. You're good cop, I'm bad cunt.
Fair enough.
It's the...
Join us next week for another episode of Good Cop, Bad Cunt. Same cunt channel, same cunt time.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's overkill. We can't use that with so many swear words. We're sorry, Mummy. That's what I call you. Hello, Mummy. Are you going to say hi to me, Mummy? Why are you laughing at me, Mummy? They'll all laugh at you. They'll all laugh at you. You say, who's your daddy? I don't know, Mummy. You won't tell me.
Damn right.
I don't even know where this is going. But I know where I'm going to go. Down. After this show. Are you ready to end this?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
Before it descends any further.
I'm excited to see where it's going to go. Let's do 10 more minutes of this. It can only end badly. It's a car crash.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be enjoying listening to the painful agony. Our screams of hell. As we descend into the madness that is ourselves. Oh, we'll just end it now. Bye. Are You Movie Mad is part of the Podnose Network, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. Produced and edited by Andrew Jones, executive producer George Grimwood. To find out more about Podnose's network, go to www.podnose.com.